get the traveler's insurance. The traveler's insurance is because when you get a flight, most international flights are non-cancelable. You're not going to get your money back unless something crazy happens. And only if you pay an extra $80 for a couple of tickets, maybe an extra $40 for one ticket. And that's going to be something like the airlines isn't flying, or you had a death in the family, or you had COVID or something like that. Then they would cancel and give you part of your money back, not even all your money back. But when you buy traveler's insurance, usually you can go outside the airlines and find one that actually gives you medical, and you can control the different costs of the medical, the deductibles, and things like that. So what I did is I went to Google and I just typed in the top 10. I found a couple really good ones, but FAY was supposed to be the best one. That's FAYE. And don't type that in .com because that's a different website. So just search for it. I think it's called FAY Wish or Wish FAY, something like that. That's the one I went with, and that cost me $773 for 2 plans for my wife and I. I believe one of you have to be a U.S. citizen at least. She's not. She's a Philippine national. So one of you have to be a citizen. You have to name your state, because different laws apply to different states. And the different fees for that reason too. So if you're not in California, it might cost you something differently. So it's $773 for 2 of us. It covers $250,000, and 6 months. 6 months was the longest the plan would go. Now I found some international plans like Cigna, which is like a Blue Shield. They do an annual and then do renewable, but you're looking at about $1,400 a month for a couple, so maybe $700 a month for an individual. If you have an HSA account right now or before you retire, that still applies. If you buy something medical or use it for a medical reason, that's non-taxable money. Use it for any other reason, that's taxable. You can't draw that money out until you're 59 and a half. But one thing that I did, one of my plans was, when I was planning this, was I put money into the HSA account, but I tried to take as little out as I could. I don't think I took out very much. Last year I didn't take out anything. I paid everything as I needed to. So every visit I paid for, every medicine I paid for. I didn't use it at all. I just put money into it. And the reason I did that is because later, after I retire, I can go back and take my receipts and I can ask for a payback. They have to pay me back for the receipts that I have. And when they do, that money is tax-free. I'm not going to have to pay tax on that. It's income tax. It's not going to be considered income. So here we are in another place that's close by to Nice Ferry. She and I used to come out here quite a bit. Took my son out here to put him to sleep. That's how I found out about this place. And I'm going to cover banks as banks, credit cards, any way you're going to get your money and spend it. So the number one thing is you should have your own bank account that you've been using for years while you're here. Just keep it. Don't get rid of that bank. You have a long history with that bank. Your Social Security is going to be deposited in there. Or if you do any money withdrawals from your IRA account, Roth, 401k, pension, it all goes into that checking account or savings account so you can transfer it over later. So there's 2 things you need from your bank. You need an ATM, and then you need a money transfer. And if you have money transfer, I'd get it 2 or 3 ways to do that. Personally, I use Zelle. If I'm going to pay somebody something, I understand in the Philippines it's going to be called GCash. So it'll be the same thing. I don't think GCash works out of our banks, but maybe by the time I open up a Filipino bank, that'll be how I use that. So I use Zelle right now for person to person, and then and Zelle doesn't work in the Philippines. I already looked at that. But then there's also PayPal that works. I'm not sure if that works person to person. I think that one is bank to bank. I know if you put my name in and want to pay me, you just put in my email account and then it pays me to my bank account. Also, you need to have an ATM card so you can pull money out of your account. And it's a good thing if you have two. Like my wife and I both have a card, so we're gonna have both of them in case we lose one or it gets eaten up. I have another. I wouldn't use my ATM card though for anything. I mean anything other than pulling money out of a bank. So I went through all my credit cards. I've got several credit cards. So I went through all my credit cards and I wanted to see which ones were going to expire while I was gone for those 2 years. And unfortunately, the majority of them were going to expire. And I thought, oh my God, I'm going to have to go through and have all these cards reissued. And then I thought, you know what? I don't use every single credit card I have. I use it for different reasons. Well, then I looked through and I saw that only 3 cards that I own have no foreign currency exchange. And what that means is every time you use your credit card at a store or a restaurant and they swipe it, not only you're going to lose something on the transaction because you're actually doing a money exchange for dollars and pesos. You're going to lose on that. They're also going to charge you 3% is the standard. And it is with all my cards. 3% is the standard for all my cards that I have to pay above and beyond. That's the same amount of charge if I actually got a cash advance. I mean, I might as well get a cash advance on my card. They're going to charge me 3%. See, I don't pay fees. I don't pay fees. I don't pay late charges. So I'm not taking any of those cards. The only ones I'm going to take is going to be Quicksilver, Chase, Amazon Prime, no fees. Citibank, Costco card. I think I have a $7,000 open on that. Any of the cards I use will charge me 3%, so I just don't think I'll use them. If I go to the grocery store, I think I'll use that card. And if I purchase anything inside a store that's big. And that's just kind of to make it so I have the receipts. Now, if they charge me a fee for using my credit card, then I'll be back to pesos because I don't want to pay extra. So here's the bottom line. Have your account. Keep it. You're going to open another one in the Philippines in 3 months anyways. Then they'll be able to talk back and forth to each other. Western Union, PayPal, Zelle are really good for the U.S. GCash for the Philippines. I still have the option with that Western Union to send money. You can send it bank to bank. But I don't see myself doing that unless I'm sending it to someone else's bank. I can send it to someone else's bank with Western Union. That's if we were to buy property or something like that. You can bring over $10,000 cash. Okay? Don't bring over any more than that. You'll get in a lot of trouble for that. Bring $100 bills and be thoughtful of how you place your money. Hide your money in different places. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. You know, put $1,000 in your carry-on, $1,000 in your camera bag, $1,000 in your pocket, $1,000 in your wallet. Just don't carry it all in one place. I've been mugged before. It's not a pleasant thing to lose all your money at one time.